let's start at the very beginning. What was your earliest memory of seeing a performance? Could be on stage or could be in film that you said, oh, that's funny, I can do that, or that made you want to make people laugh? Eric?
I did a Ronald Reagan impression in preschool.
Mine's an impression too.
And it was just that I said, well, and I like just from SNL, I just shook my face and went, well, I had like a plastic bag over my body with a tie drawn on it, and I was in a preschool little thing, and I was like, well, we must do this, and it killed, and I was like, oh, that's really good. So,
yeah.
And then I the next one I did was in 6th grade. I did, not 6th grade, 4th, I don't know, somewhere in there.
You took a break.
Yeah, I took a little break from comedy. It was too stressful. But then, no, I did, again, off SNL, I made like 3 little paper plates of Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, and Ross Perot, and I did like a little presentation in my class of the debates and I stole it all from SNL, but I like did the impressions of all of them, and I was like, oh, maybe I can do this.
Wow.
This comes naturally.
I'm with Jen. I'm surprised
You're
at
like
that
a
age.
satirist.
So
that's
politically
really,
minded.
That's cerebral.
Yeah, I guess so.
That is cerebral.
I was like poop jokes at that point.
Will, what was
the first time that I ever that I can recall registering like, oh, that was funny, like people enjoyed that, was I learned to do a great Jimmy Stewart when I was young, and I like to this day can recite nearly every line of It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm open to
but
that.
like my whole youth was like, outside they're like, oh, please, Clarence, I want to live again. Please let me live again. George Bailey, you're worth more dead than alive. It's my Lionel Barrymore and my Jimmy Stewart.
God.
They're flawless.
Now, Will, they're clearly flawless.
Just closing up the library. It's like,
What? How old were you when you were doing this?
it's like a 6, 7, that kind of age. Like just old enough that I've digested a load of cartoons.
Yeah.
And I've like learned like, oh, this is a serious thing, but when I do it, it's funny because I'm small.
Yeah.
And people are impressed by the novelty of it.
And mostly, were you getting reaction from adults or from other
adults.
kids?
Like my parents would be like, do the It's a Wonderful Life thing. Oh, please, Clarence, everyone laughs. I'm so beloved.
That's really it, isn't it? I'm so beloved.
I'm just chasing it.
Yeah. Tell us, Jen. Tell us your first moment.
I can remember being in like 1st grade, and we would have nap time, and you got 1 token if you rested, but 2 tokens if you slept.
What are the tokens worth?
Well, I'm very prize motivated, and you could take them to a shop that was in the corner near the hamster cage and get a comb or a bouncy ball, something great.
It's like being at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
Yeah. And I was laying down, and I would always lay on my stomach, and I did this joke probably every day, but at a different time, and it slayed every time. I would lay flat on my stomach and pretend to be asleep. I would wait for the perfect moment, and I had a blanket over me. And at any given moment during nap, I would shoot my butt up high in the air until it made like a triangle tent, but silently. So like all of a sudden, it would be like a tent, and it was me, and it slayed.
Wait, that does kill.
Like a fart noise?
No, nothing. I would just be like,
physical.
and there'd be a triangle.
That's
where there never was a triangle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it would, and like kids would wait for it. You know what I mean? They'd be like, "Are you gonna do it today?" And I'd be like, "You know, I'm gonna do it today." And then she couldn't put me in the corner because that's where I did my best work. I was just like, oh my God, yeah.
So I'm gonna guess
played in the round. Being at the entrance is the strongest.
The strongest point.
So I'm gonna guess you probably didn't get many tokens.
I never got to go to that
No,
shop.
you didn't get to. No,
Yeah.
you didn't have a big home collection at the end of this.
These are all really sophisticated. Like
I know,
this
and
is
that-
high-end humor that we were doing at 6 and 7 years old.
Yeah, which is interesting that it feels like it's probably something very innate within all of you. That it's kind
We're
of
very smart.
Yeah, well, you're all. It takes a very smart person to be very funny, I think, doesn't it?
I like to think so.